Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Okay guys, we've got some info about the patch which is about to drop and some pretty juicy stuff in it actually. So thought I'd run through it. I've talked about the kind of like champion changes that are coming, but normally I wait until a patch has come out, but there is some stuff that's worth just highlighting here, which is quite surprising. So what's going on? We've got a raid event planned for early January. We kind of know about this now, the Alice in Wonderland themed event with a number of characters coming through. We don't know all the characters yet, but we're starting to see some like vibes of what could be coming. A new major event will launch at the beginning of January, include activities like smaller events and tournaments. And we know there's some things like relics and stuff. So I spoke about all that. Champion Chase event. A new legendary champion will be available for free during a dedicated chase event. So this should be pretty much from, what's that, Wednesday? That they're going to launch that one. We think it's Alice, who's going to be the champion chase. We've then got an event dungeon. Again, spoken about this one already. The market rework, quality of life change. So the market in your bastion will become a hub where all traders across various game modes can gather. So they're basically going to be bringing together both the market, where literally we only look for an ancient shard right now, plus things like the bazaar. Yeah, so all of these different tabs are basically going to start to come together to form one marketplace. So it includes the market, the token trader, clan shop, bazaar, soul merchant, and mystic market, all in the same spot. On top of that, there will be more changes to the market. First, you'll be able to grab rank 6 gear. It's only taken them 5 years. Rank 6 gear coming to the market. Second, some of the existing sets you're used to obtaining in dungeons will be available. So finally, after all these years, hopefully we're going to start to see some relevant stuff. You know, after this long, I do not need this 4-star weapon, this 4-star common chestplate. Finally, okay. Third, it will start featuring epic and legendary gear more often. And the more you progress, as in hopefully by leveling, the better the artifacts will be. Yes, Raid Shadow Legends. At last. At some point, you may even stop receiving common and uncommon gear from the markets. It's definitely a step in the right direction. We'll see what it's like, honestly. Like, there should be, in my opinion, you know, rares available now if you're a later game player. Maybe in the odd epics. We've spoken about it 100 times, honestly, but things like, you know, fragments could pop up for champions that you've had a go at. I feel like the market just should be somewhere that's exciting to go into and click refresh. But anyway, this is definitely an improvement. Champions rating reset. We designed champions rating to efficiently reflect how you evaluate champions in different game modes. To maintain the relevance and accuracy, especially in light of regular addition of new champions, we're applying a reset. It's interesting. There's so much info to reset. Anyway, surely you just come to hellhades.com, right, for your ratings. Please walk through your ratings once again. I mean, that's a lot of work for people to do. I don't know if they're going to do that. Balance changes. We've added a few changes to the update. For different game modes. So Lethal Dose and Incinerate are now going to be working in Siege. That's a good change. Anything for arena-based stuff should work in Siege. Berserk will be added to the list of debuffs that bosses are immune to. I guess that's a new one. And then some Doom Tower stages will be rebalanced due to the changes to the Skull Lord, who's now much stronger. His change is kind of nuts. Waves that contain more than one instance of this champion will be changed to another lizard. Actually, so firstly, he's got a lot stronger, but then also he can now revive lizards. So it's also nasty. So they're going to swap out the second Skull Lord with a different lizard that can be revived. That is nasty. Nasty and good. There's also these new champions that are dropping here. Honestly, I was looking at this one, I was like, damn, if this is the epic for the fusion that's upcoming, then this epic is mad. Like, it seems crazy. So it's a void one. We don't know the details yet. It might not be, but this could be the 4 voids that you need for the fusion, right? Because it's an epic that's coming through. It's quite likely that it is, which does mean you're going to need a decent amount of void pots for the fusion. Anyway, what's going on? A1 attacks an enemy, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 10% of this champion's max HP. So a bit of a heal on the A1. The A2 is increased defense and attack for all allies for 2 turns, books to a 3 turn. And then the A3 revives an ally with 25% HP, full turn meter, 100% turn meter, and puts block damage on them for 2 turns. That's on a 4 turn. Then we've got passive here. Whenever this champion revives an ally, which is A3, decreases the cooldown of one of this champion's skills by 1 turn. I assume that means decreases this champion's skill rather than the person they're reviving, but I might be wrong on that, actually. It might be the person they're reviving. Anyway, quite a good epic. I'm just thinking like the free-to-play competition kicks off on Friday. This epic would be very useful for that free-to-play comp. So there you go. There's also this legendary here, Losan Leth, Knight Revelant, Force, defense-based champion. So we've got here an A1, attacks an enemy, probably books up to 100% chance of placing weaken. Cannot be resisted if the target has attacked this champion before this turn. So pretty much any boss, you're just going to get weaken out on an A1, 100%. Irresistible. Crazy. A2 here, the HP levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest HP. So 4 people are nearly dead, 1 person's full health. Everyone goes full health. The turn meter levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest turn meter. Kind of crazy. That skill is absolutely insane. Literally, you're pushing one person's or the whole team's turn meter basically to full. That's mad. The HP levels of all enemies. Well, hold on a minute. It's not just that. It's not just for your team. The HP levels of all enemies will be brought down to the level of the enemy with the lowest HP. And the turn meter drops to the lowest. That's crazy. That's a crazy skill. Hold on. It's not done. Then places taunt on this champion as well on a 5 turn. That is the nuttiest skill I've seen for a while. Flipping heck. Losan. Absolutely insane. That is like a live arena dream skill right there. All right, A3 attacks an enemy. Before attacking, transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target and heals this champion by 10% of their max HP. Before attacking, all debuffs gone and a heal. Heals by an additional 10% for each debuff transferred. So this is the Unity guy, right? So you've also got here, if there's other Knight Revs around, before attacking, also removes all buffs from the enemy, cannot be resisted. If there's 2 around, will attack all remaining enemies with less than 30% HP, which goes really well with the A2. The attack will ignore 100% defense and cannot be a crit. Interesting, okay. And then the third one, if there's 3 Knight Revs around, this skill deals 100% more damage to enemies who have attacked this champion before this turn. Let's have a quick look at Knight Revs here. I think since Narcissus and Ankura were added, the Knight Revs are just kind of like strong, right? Because that's a great duo. You've also got Georgid in there. Who else is used a lot? For PvE, Theodore, but it's not really what we're looking at here. More of a PvP champ, I think. Gaius is used a fair bit. There's enough, I think, around that can be like powerful. And then we've got the mythical that we're kind of like working towards, and Crixia. Okay. Pretty strong. Pretty strong faction. Okay, then we've got the passive. Every time this champion loses 25% HP or more from a single hit, places block damage on this champion. If there's one other Knight Rev around, when attacked, 15% chance of placing True Fear on the attacker, cannot be resisted. 15%, okay. If there's 2 around, ignore defense effects against this champion are decreased by 100%. 100%. Wow. And if there are 3 around, how is that not the 3? If there are 3 around, when attacked, 20% chance of activating instant turn on this champion. This champion is nuts. And then you've got defense in all battles and resistance in all battles aura for Night Revs. Woo! Damn, that's an absolute nutty new legendary right there. And the epic, I think, certainly for the free-to-play comp, could be massive. There you go, guys. That's all I know right now. We'll probably find out a bit more when the patch goes live. But yeah, pretty crazy changes coming. I'll see you in the next one.